on a controversial nomination. I've never had this done, even when the previous governor, they would come by. Even members of our own party would come by. So it was just one of those. It was like, hey, this is not how things need to be done. I would never seek a position for an office where someone had to vote on it without even trying to take the time to reach out to them.
Do you think she's soft on immigration, on illegal immigration?
Yes.
Do you think that applies to the position that she's going to be in charge of?
It could, and that's why I would like to take some time and visit with her, at least hear from her, and she can have her beliefs, I have my beliefs, but I want to make sure that it's not going to interfere with the way that she would have handled her duties in official capacity.
How do you think she's soft on immigration? What specifically do you have concerns with about that issue?
Well, I think we're going to just discuss all that tomorrow. I don't want to put idea. I have not had a chance to talk with her. I just know that she did volunteer her time and opposed the Valley Park issue. So I'm not going to put words in her mouth. I'd rather hear from her what her viewpoints and stances are. And I think mine are very public record, and we can move forward with that.
Are there any? Do you have any concerns regarding any other, just like tax breaks or any other things like that besides immigration?
No, I think my records are pretty clear on economic development and growth and the use of some good tax credits. So I'm sure we'll cover that as well, but I don't think that'll be the heart of the discussion.
Do you know if anybody else is going to join you in a potential filibuster?
I saw several people nodding their heads that they had not been contacted. They wish they would have been. So I would say she probably would have a few more meetings than just myself.
You heard Senator Wright Jones suggest that your opposition was based in part that she was a woman. Is that true? You opposed her partly because she's a woman?
God, no. And that, I think, is just a freshman senator not understanding the decorum of the Senate to lobby a shot across the bow over that after a 40-minute discussion on someone that's going to be one of the highest paid people in the state, when she's had issues that are directly in opposition to a bill that's been signed by the governor and passed by both houses. To make that accusation, it was disrespectful, I think, to women in general and to the entire Missouri Senate.
Can you connect the dots a little for readers? I mean, so what if she's soft on immigration? She's going to be the economic development director. Why does that bother you?
Why does it bother me? It bothers me the fact that if we do have laws where we are trying to not give public assistance, and whether they be tax breaks or anything that could be considered promoting economic development to those that hire illegal immigrants, if we're out recruiting jobs and companies to come to Missouri that maybe have or had a track record of using illegal immigrants, I think it is a very key component of trying to provide jobs. We want hardworking Missourians to get jobs, not those that are here illegally, and we want to make sure that her stances are strictly personal views and that will not bleed over into her official capacity and duties.
Do you think you're going to see more of your colleagues speak out tomorrow or even later today about the deployment on your side?
I have not had any conversations with my colleagues on this, so we'll just have to wait and see.
What do you? There might be an argument from Democrats saying, why are you holding up the nominee of the Economic Development Department during an economic calamity? How would you respond to that?
I'd say that the Department of Economic Development has a lot more people working for it than just one director. I don't think it's going to falter over a 45 or an hour or however long I talk. That is not going to shut down the entire Department of Economic Development in the state, because I had some questions and took 45 minutes on the floor to concern.
Are you just trying to get your questions answered, or do you think the governor should withdraw this nomination?
No, I don't think he should withdraw.
Okay.
I just want my questions answered, and I also want my other senators that have not had a chance or that they did not come by and at least make an introduction to have that opportunity just to make an acquaintance with someone that we're going to be working with for several years.